All right. So he's off testing the sound right now, and I'm just hanging out here. We're very excited for today. We're going to be jumping back into the Underdark and seeing what happens next in our storyline. We managed to blow up Galdoom last time.
Yeah, congratulations on that.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun. But now we are on the run officially and completely, so our whole stealth mission may or may not. Well, it might help us, the fact that the Drow are like, holy crap, this whole thing just blew up.
Yep.
Or it might be like, okay, who the heck brought Galdor back? No, Methadon, sorry, it was Methadon.
Yeah, Methadon, yep.
The giant dragon back into the Underdark. Oh.
That's a good question.
And he flew away, didn't he?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, so we may or may not deal with the giant dragon later.
Thanks for joining us a little early. We are going to get started any minute now. We got everything set up. It's been I shouldn't say a crazy day. It has actually been not too bad. But we have a lot of new things that we've added to our recording. And it's kind of just like, okay, well, we got this at this time. We need to have everything set up and good to go. Plus, the kids over. Plus, we got to enjoy a McDonald's meal, courtesies of my brother. And so we were kind of like in the mix of all of it. And then it's like we got back, everything is set up, and it's like, oh, we're ready to go already. So like, what should we do? Might as well check the audio and make sure everything is.
Yeah, you were stressing out.
I always stress out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know the prep for the live shows.
The time looks like it's short, but then all of a sudden it's like boom, like okay, cool, everything got done.
Well, it's either the time looks short and it goes smoothly, or the time is like, oh, we got lots of time to get this all figured out. Oh my gosh, we're supposed to go live in 2 minutes. When did that happen? Like I feel like that's usually what happens with our larger group, where it's like, oh yeah, we got plenty of time to get everybody settled, get the mic set. Like it should be easy, right? Shouldn't take us too long, and then we end up having technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties that kind of happen and stuff, and it's like, what? The camera's not working for some reason? It was working just a minute ago.
I mean, there's a lot more components when we're doing our group. If you think about, like, there's a lot more microphones that are involved, and then we've got the iPad that my sister uses for drawing, so you know that takes extra stuff, and wrangling children, adult and small alike.
Pretty much.
So yeah, takes a little bit more effort, but I know we're just gonna keep getting better at it and keep getting smoother, and I'm excited.
We'll get and our frames are not dropping at all.
Yeah.
The last game we ran, we had to like just destroy it completely. I didn't destroy it completely, but like we were dropping frames like crazy. You can hear the audio perfectly, but you just couldn't get us that well.
No.
Which was kind of sad to hear. See, but you know, story wise. But yeah, no. Looking forward to getting back into doing this. We're gonna try to do this every other week, because we're also picking up on our actual TDOG gameplay almost every Friday has been. So it just depends on our players, and we will make sure to keep people posted when we are going to be doing our live show for TDOG. But yeah, we've been excited to go through. So good news there's a lot of new TTRPGs that have come out. Like all of a sudden, everybody is just pulling out their TTRPGs and
it's like, oh wait, we're doing this? We're doing a new one? Okay, yeah, I've got ideas.
Like,
let's do it.
There's so many of them and stuff, and it's
been the summer of TTRPGs.
I've been looking for DC20 content, and it's just all like Blades of Glory, or Blades, I forget what that's called. Blades of Glory? Probably not. Nimble is another one.
Oh wow.
That just came out. They said it's very similar to DC20. The Dagger Heart is obviously, I don't hate any other TTRPG. Everybody's gonna play their own kind of game and stuff. I'm excited for it, but I'm also excited for DC20 too. I know we will get there soon. We just gotta be patient.
Yes. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be absolutely epic. We're excited.
So.
Yeah.
Wait any longer?
No, I'd say we're good to start.
Good to start. Okay.
I think you're the only one watching right now, so it's fine.
Well, thanks for reminding me. I have an idea. I assume. I didn't really post it too much. Cool. Let me just change up the ambiance. That was the other thing I wanted to kind of do. Let's see if this might be a good one. That's on my paper. Okay. I wanted to like write out questions and stuff or talking points. It's probably a good thing to have or do when we're doing our recording and stuff, because sometimes I got to do all like the computer work, changing things over, and it's good to have those conversation pieces. Awesome. Where did we leave off at? Do you remember? I probably remember more than you remember.
Yeah, you probably do. I mean, I know we destroyed Galdoom, and we're making our way. We're trying to figure out which way we wanted to go to get into the city.
Yes. Correct. So basically, you guys were... Let me adjust myself up.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you, Quando, Toggle, Ilzarin, were heading in the direction to Manforenzen.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are in Methdoom, and you know that Methdoom is a pretty big place, and it takes a while to cross that area, okay? You guys did just destroy Galdoom.
Mm-hmm.
It was the prison and stuff that ruled from one end of Methdoom to the other in mind throughout. But you destroyed it and freed this creature that was in, which was
Methadon,
and freed him. He was a dragon that must have been kept within. It had been captured by the Drow and put there, and was used to bring Galdoom in there. And so yeah, you guys have destroyed it, and there is like a fight going on and stuff, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So what has happened is the Drow, which you can tell, is that in the main gates of the entrance of Methdoom, there is the Drow outpost,
Mm-hmm.
but there is also the Drow road and stuff that they take to kind of get to certain areas faster. And there is somewhat of a small but massing army of the Drow. Their goal, you can tell, is that they want to squash whatever is taking place.
Mm-hmm.
They want to end this, but it is a challenge for them. It's somewhat like it's not a win for them, and they're trying to figure out what's going on or what to do about the circumstance. So you know that
Right.
some of them are fighting. Some fighting is going on between the Methdoomers and the Drow. And it's kind of going back and forth, and the dragon that you have released is kind of floating through and is mainly in the front chamber, the entrance of Methdoom, and is somewhat helping, but somewhat just being free.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I would
it's
think it
more
was so mad at the Drow for holding
Yeah.
it captive.
Well, I think that this mind frame, it's not focused on destruction. It's more on just more of a natural kind of like, an animal being free.
Mm-hmm.
And it's now just moving around. It's not like, oh, let me attack.
Mm-hmm.
It's attacking things because it's a powerful being, but it's not like doing it like attacking the Drow specifically.
Right.
To kind of kill, you know what I mean? So
Gotcha.
but yeah, and I think you guys were able to find a place to kind of sleep, one of these houses rebels that...
Yeah, I think we did take a long rest or a full rest, so we're like, yeah, well, they're out there taking care of that. We're going to take care of ourselves because we got pretty beat up in there.
Yes. Organize myself. Yeah, you guys are hanging out and relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
I think Toggle has seen the worst and stuff. He kind of was pretty hurt. Like he put himself through a lot. He had, transformed into a bigger being and stuff a couple times to have to take down a lot. He's taken a lot of arrows and a lot of spears and a lot of everything.
Yes.
Quando is not as bad, but he's a little bit exhausted because he had to use a lot of roping to kind of bring you guys up as well as bring you guys out of what's called so he's not as tired as Toggle. Ilzarin is hurt. His hand is hurt. but he is kind of as well. This is not his kind of cup of tea. This is not what he's used to. So he is also a little winded as well.
Right.
Okay. And you are, I believe your hand was hurt. That she had broke it. And I think I was going to give you a medicine check on it to see how.
I think I already fixed it.
Yeah.
I think that was from before.
I don't know if it's on your notes or anything.
Well, I remember writing down when I was hurt, but I don't see anything on here anymore.
Yeah.
I think I already rolled for medicine.
I wouldn't imagine. I wasn't sure how I wanted to do it because I didn't want to push on like conditions on you. I know how that is. But I know that like the experience would be like it's not gonna heal over the day unless you did a healing effect kind of thing. Like if you broke something. But we won't play it until we actually get into the battle-esque and stuff. Okay. You guys enter into this house, this somewhat of a stone kind of house. That's what remains of it. It's very just uncomfortable. You can hear the battles that is taking place all throughout the city of Methdoom. You know where you guys have to head. I'm going to go ahead and give you a little bit of time to kind of analyze what is was taking place. Okay, so you're all sitting. I'm assuming Toggle is just passed out completely. And Ilzarin and Quando are still up. Okay, Ilzarin is probably laying and be taking a deep breath and kind of looting around, trying to find something to wrap his arm or something. And Quando is probably reroping his ropes and stuff and finding a spot to lay and rest. Okay?
Yep. Sorry, I'm just kind of reacquainting myself
With your character
with
sheet.
this one, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, I see where stuff was written under the
Yeah,
conditions
we're gonna
thing,
have
but
to do
yeah.
new character sheets and stuff probably for you.
I got the new
Oh.
character sheet. It's
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay, so I wrapped my injuries.
Yep.
I treated Toggle.
You can see him like kind of jittering every so often. His clothes are kind of torn pretty well, and he's just laying scrimped up on the floor and stuff, and just just trying to rest, but he's kind of fidgeting every once in a while. Okay.
Okay. I'll use my medicinal skills to try to help him to get good rest in there.
Okay.
I do want to look around the house, see if there's any material that we can use for disguises or just supplies, anything.
Yeah. You kind of, I would assume that you would know that the circumstances you're in, you wouldn't have to be too concerned about it unless you did run into maybe a Drow. I don't think that the Methdoomers would care. They only cared, I think, because you'd be worth something when the Drow ruled. You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
Yeah, they would.
They still don't need to see us, though.
Yeah, you probably don't want to be. It just depends. It depends.
Because, I mean, word will travel. Even if, like, they don't care, word will still travel. And if words, ears hear, like, oh, yeah, we saw these strange creatures, and one of them had glowing eyes. I think that might attract the attention of the Drow.
Yeah.
Of course, I have the cloak, so. But yeah, just supplies in general, like food,
Okay.
medical kit, anything that was left in this house before its owners ran away, you know?
Okay. Yeah, you are. Everybody else is doing their thing and stuff. Wando is completely roping his ropes, and you start pushing through here. They're a little bit smaller, so the house is like a little bit smaller, a little bit more challenge. Everything is pretty much like wrapped in like fabric to kind of cover, like either I think it would be like skin fabric or something, whatever they could have made it out of. You start kind of pulling that stuff and trying to find anything. You can tell that maybe that this house is pretty old, that whoever lived here maybe had lived here not that long, a while ago, and then had to move or had to leave, you are looking for food, you said?
Like, yeah, as I said, any type of supplies.
Find any food-wise of anything that you can eat. However, though, you do see what appears to be a rat scurrying in what's called in one of the you can tell that there's like a rat that kind of lives in this little house. 2 of them or 3. Okay, that's what the food wise. Anything else you were looking for?
Like medical supplies.
As you're kind of pushing through, moving some of the fabric, a lot of it's just junky and disgusting. But you are able to find some good fabric that is like tucked away and folded really nicely, that you can use for a bonus for your medical kit. So I believe like there's three what's called counters and stuff in the medical kit. I'll go ahead and allow you to, if you already used one. But I think the medical kit allows you to heal by 1.
There are 5, I think.
Okay, yeah, then go ahead and click on 2. Let me actually roll for it and see. Yeah, click on 2.
You just rolled your only natural 20 for that.
I wasn't a natural 20.
Wasn't?
It was a 13.
Oh,
Yeah.
it looked like a nat 20.
You're lucky. I usually roll above 10 or lower than 10. Like 1 lower than 10 would have been 1. Higher than 10 would have been something bad would have happened. Gotta get used to rolling into the dice cam.
Wait, you don't even have it. There it is.
Yeah, because you can see it.
Yeah.
Camera.
I can
Yeah.
see down here. Cool. All right. Any fabric that I could use for clothing for Toggle?
You can.
Okay, cool.
A lot of the what's called it's maybe stained, but it's better than what he has.
Yeah, it's better than scraps.
Yeah, it's his scraps and blood.
Yeah.
And different bloods too. It's not his blood.
Not just his blood. Yeah.
Bloods. Yeah. Cool.
Yep, sounds about right. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright,
you
so I'll
grab something and you were able to.
stuff.
So we're taking a rest here. I'm assuming would you want to do a long rest or I don't know how much health you had.
Yeah, it would be. I think I used my rest points. Because I think we had said we were going to do a rest. Kind of thing.
Yeah. I would say that you are in the war zone and stuff, so you probably should full rest here.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, you can long rest if you would like to, but you would have to have a lookout.
Yeah.
So we have.
I mean, Toggle's passed out.
He did pass out, yeah.
But we can carry him.
Yes, you can. You can bag him and take him.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, we probably just took a short rest to catch our breath, and
Okay.
we can't stay here. There's too many Drow around. There's too much activity. We need to move further in.
As you're saying this and stuff, you can see Elzarin. He has his hand fully wrapped, and it is like fully covered with fabric. And he is reading his book, and then he kind of closes it, and then he says to you, "Then, where do you think we should go then?"
We have to keep going. We can't go back. We have to go forward.
As you are saying this, Quando is actually up to the top of the roof, and he's starting to climb down. You can hear him huffing and then jumping off, and then kind of coming in through the front entrance of this house. Okay. He then says to you, "We've got a couple options. We need to head north." Correct?
Yes.
That's that's the exit of Methdoom. To the left. He says, to the left, there is what appears to be a somewhat of a lake-esque kind of. It drops and it goes into a lake feel to it, and then to straight ahead, he can see what appears to be a bunch of kind of an outpost, a drow outpost. Okay, and then the last one, he says that to the right, he has heard of, just to the right, there is a place called Tombro, where a lot of the Methdoomers would kind of gather a little bit, chatter and talk.
Okay.
So those are your three options. Okay.
I mean, honestly, I think our best bet right now is to go into the more populated area and kind of see if we can figure out what we can handle, like try to get maybe some word of what's going on with the drow, with everything, get ourselves supplied.
Okay. That's not a bad idea.
So yeah, I'm thinking we go to the hangout.
Tumbro?
Yeah.
Let me see if this is gonna work right here. I gotta choose color. That's probably why it's not like popping up. Come on, you draw on top of the token. Shouldn't be a token. It probably should be actually a. Cool. Let me just go ahead and just point it out. Okay. So you guys are right here. We're in the rubble, and a lot of the rubble of where Methadon had been arisen, and you guys are heading in this direction. Okay. So like he said, there's a lake to the left. Ahead of them is where Drow outpost is. You can say, and then to the right is where the hangout is, the Tombro.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I tend to not trust lakes being from the fire plane.
Gotcha. Awesome.
Does that make you sad? Like, I want to go to the lake.
Let me just go ahead and just cross this. Rip it out of it. All right. Cool. You did you want to communicate with your team?
I just did.
Oh, we're gonna go that direction.
Yeah. I'm thinking we should probably go.
I'll give you a little bit of a second to kind of talk to your people.
Okay, what's it called again?
Yeah, Tumbro.
Tumbro. I'm thinking we need to go to Tumbro. We need to get more intel. We need to get more supplies before we can go any further.
Okay. Ilzarin lets you know that basically the outpost is probably abandoned. I'm not trying to push you in that direction. But saying, I'm assuming that a lot of these outposts, these drow outposts that are mixed up within Methdoom, have been abandoned, been attacked probably by the Methdoomers with the wake of Galdoom. So just a heads up. But I would imagine that a lot of the Methdoomers had flocked into there and are just shredding the place up. So.
But here's a question. If they are going to be sending reinforcements from the city, are they not going to be coming that direction?
Probably. They'll probably will be sending a straight line through, I would imagine. So
if we try to take the shortcut, most likely we'd run ourselves into a drow army.
Possibly. Wherever the humans are, there might be some drow forces. Oh,
I mean, that's what I would do. If there was an uprising and I was trying to squash it quickly and get as many troops as possible to the area, and going through all the way through Methdoom doesn't really seem like to a tactical advantage because everybody's going to be attacking every single drow. It's going to be fight every step of the way, as opposed to this tunnel, which is strictly for drow traffic. There's not going to be as many Methdoomers in the way.
In some ways, the way that the Methdoom is broken up and stuff, there is a tunnel that the drow take that is somewhat connected to some of the outposts. And the ones that are in the center of Methdoom, the outposts that are in the center, have a very it might be a little bit more of a challenge to get into that pathway because they wouldn't want. So it's called. But on the main gate, like the main gate of Methdoom, there was a pretty good size entrance to it.
Okay.
But they are very, I shouldn't say heavily guarded, but the Drow are taking it. The Drow take it, and they have it somewhat secure.
Right.
So it will be a challenge, you know what I mean? Compared to here where you're traveling through the different cities and stuff within the Underdark, you're mixing yourself up within the...
Well, so I was saying, yeah, the Drow would come on the Drow path.
Yeah.
And if we tried to get on the Drow path, because it's the shortest way, we're more likely to run into
Drow would
Drow.
probably travel through the city because they need to fight this and they need to end this. They know that it might be a bit of a challenge because of the dragon, but they might just charge through and reclaim their... I don't know if they would reclaim the outpost. I don't think that they would do that.
They don't care enough.
Yeah, they don't care.
They're probably just going to destroy everybody.
They would want to destroy everybody and everything, yeah. You would assume... let's go ahead and roll for an awareness. Or an insight. Let's do an insight.
Seven.
Ilzarin tells you, I'm not too sure. There might be some important things in the Drow outpost if we run into one in the future. I do agree with you. We should probably go to Tombro and get our rest fully, as well as equip ourselves for what's ahead of us. But he also lets you know that I agree that I think the Drow will not try to reclaim those. I believe that they are infuriated with Methdoomers. They will make them punish. And I'm not saying as an army will be coming. Maybe possibly an army will come. Or maybe something even more threatening.
Like what?
I mean, something like this has never happened before in my lifetime. So I don't know fully what the Drow...
What is your history? I mean, you live with the Drow. You have grown up here your entire life.
Exactly. I mean, I was a lower class Drow. I didn't have a lot of information given to me other than the books that I had, and what books that they gave me limited me. I didn't know the history or anything. There was no purpose for me to do that other than the logs of everything that came in and out of Methdoom. All I have left is this book that I grabbed, and it's a spellcaster's book. Has some notes.
So you're useless to us. Hopefully not completely. Which way do we need to go?
He says, I'm hoping that I would help you. He kind of then just quenches his fist. You can see somewhat of a frost kind of coming off of or freezing up. You can see the rag that was holding his hand is freezing up. And then he steps up to you and he says, we're going to Tombro. That's where we're going. I'm not afraid of what's ahead of us. I don't know what's coming. I don't have all the answers for you, but we're going to go to Tombro.
That's what I said.
I agree then.
Put the ice away.
He looks at his hand and he's like confused as what's just
Mm-hmm.
He kind of pulls off the rag and throws it onto the floor and it breaks into pieces. And his hand is kind of like blue. Okay.
That might come in handy.
Kondo is like, all right then. Hopefully I'll have something to drink and eat. I'm hungry.
Hey Quando, can you carry toggle?
He kind of looks over at Toggle, and Toggle's kind of just like,
drool.
he like starts roping his feet, opening his hands, and then he kind of, I don't know, he like fashions like a net. He fashions a net and he puts them in there.
A little baby sling.
Back, sling and stuff. Okay.
Cool.
We're ready.
I'm gonna go to like the door area and very carefully kind of look and check and start making our way out.
On the way toward Umbro, you guys go.
Off to Tumbro we go. Doo-da, doo-da.
Let's go ahead and roll for another insight check, please. You want to go ahead and roll it underneath the, try to push the camera a little bit more, maybe. Let's see if I can get it a little bit angled.
Whee!
Let's see if I can get you guys, oh yeah, it is in the camera. 6 total?
Yep.
Gosh, you get some low rolls. Okay,
My insight is not so good.
Yeah.
Doo-da-doo-da-day.
no, your insight is not that good. Bilzarin is focused on his hand. Quando is leading the charge. You are in the middle somewhere. You look back at the rubble. You look back at the dragon. You hear the war that's taking place at the front gate and stuff. You know you just need to keep pressing on because this thing is going to move. Something is going to come. You don't know what's going to come into Methdoom, but you guys need to be out of Methdoom and very soon. And you have 5 days of travel, probably. 5 days of travel before you guys are fully out. There is an exit to the north of here. I'm going to go ahead and show you the map, and so that we can get an idea. Made this map on the fly. I have other maps, but there's the main entrance of Here's the main entrance of Methdoom, the mouth of Methdoom, and then you guys have the rubble area. Then we're going to continue on north until we finally get into what appears to be the exiting Methdoom, leaving the city. Okay, this is where it becomes a little bit sparse. Thank you.
Look like giant mushrooms.
Yes, there are giant mushrooms. I didn't want those mushrooms in there. Yeah, so it becomes sparse, and then you'll be fully out and away from Methdoom. Okay, but yeah, you guys continue on your travels.
Awesome. Yeah, so we just travel.
Quando is traveling. It is pushing forward. You guys are walking through. It's a very hilly area. You're clearing through rubble. It's kind of like somewhat of a mild mountain, but it's made out of the destruction of Methdoom through houses and buildings. Okay. Kind of crawling through the rubble. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's somewhat of a difficult travel. Go ahead and let's roll for survival. See how well you're crossing it. We'll do 2. I'll go and roll for them, and I'll add your attack bonus. Ooh, nice.
I get advantage because I'm in my favorite terrain.
Okay, gotcha.
So with survival is gonna be +5, I believe. Yeah. The 21.
21. They got a 20 plus 4, I would imagine. What's your bonus? Your attack bonus?
6.
6. So yeah, they got 26 and you got 20. You guys are rocking it. It is no problem for you guys. You guys have. I mean, Quando goes up and down like her dive. Toggle is wrapped up in a sack. Bilzarin is kind of blissfully following along. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm used to difficult terrain in the Fireplanes, so.
Yeah, you guys are able to travel enough in a ways of where you guys can see it just ahead of you. Okay, you can see the outpost, the Drow outpost, too far away in the distance and stuff, and it has a clear opening. And you can see there's Drow, and there's explosions and things that are taking place within that outpost. And there are Methdoomers that are just all around it and stuff, and that are like firing catapult rocks and stuff at it and kind of attacking and destroying it. Okay, and you guys are getting closer and closer. Toggle then looks back at you and says, "Wait, where are we going? What's going on?" Shh. He is like comfortable. He is like laying back in this net, carrying back.
We're heading to the city to get supplies. Well, not really a city, I guess.
It is kind of like a gathering place. I would say it's like kind of like a tavern. Okay, and it's a well-known spot.
We gotta go feed Quando. You know how it is.
And as you guys draw closer and closer into this area, you do see it appears to be a pretty well. It's like looks like it's been rebuilt somewhat, but a pretty good size building made out of stone. And you see what appears to be two Methdoomers just on the outside. They seem to be sitting, and they're holding some weapons that look very similar. Spears that look to belong to maybe a Drow guard. Actually, they Drow guard, but a Methdoomer was working for the Drow. Okay.
Okay.
They, you guys haven't taken your mushrooms?
Oh no, we took the mushrooms. I have the cloak.
Okay, yeah, you have the cloak.
But yeah, no, we make sure that we're on it.
Okay.
Like, I think when we saw the city in the distance, we would have passed them all out. Because it's not worth it.
They look at you all and they say to you guys, yeah, they say it in Underdark, Undercommon.
Oh, I understand that.
Are you fluent?
Yes, I'm fluent, yes.
Okay, cool. They say to you, welcome, friend.
Thank you. We are hungry, thirsty.
They grin at you, and they go ahead and grab the flaps, and the flap opens up, and you can see a nice little fire, a couple tables, and the place is somewhat full, not too bad, but it has a lot of Methdoomers here and stuff, different sizes, different shapes. They're all kind of like singing a song, okay? A song that is being sung. It goes like this. Let's see if I can do it.
Is it like a...
I'm just making it up right now. Out of the thin air. They can hear them going. They're singing a song that says, "Great, grand, great is our God, Methodon, up in the heavens, above, the destruction of the Drow. They are falling."
Okay, so
it's repeating over and over.
The atmosphere is generally
Some
like
of the song is a little off. Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, celebration that the Drow are being taken down, and this isn't like a last holdout of.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
They have somewhat of a confidence in themselves. Yeah.
Okay. No, that's good, because like, yeah, you never know. It's like, okay, are you guys happy, or are you on the Drow side? And if we are like, yes, down with the Drow, then.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No. They're fully happy. They're celebrating.
Awesome.
Good. Cool.
Alright, I'm gonna order some food and refreshments for everybody.
Okay. The keeper of this place kind of walks over towards you guys and then starts pouring glasses for you and slide it and putting them at your guys' tables, okay? And then he asks you, "What can I get for you?"
Meat.
Then he nods his head. He said it perfectly the way he wanted you to say it. He walks back and leaves.
Like in this tavern, I am going to try to like kind of mingle a little bit, maybe get kind of the lay of the land, try to get some intel on what is going on, not only in this area, but deeper into Methdoom, maybe even all the way into the Drow city.
The truth is a lot of these Methdoomers don't know anything about that too much.
They don't know anything about
their area and stuff, but Ilzarin has. Congratulations.
Ilzarin has heard.
Huh?
Ilzarin has heard something?
Ilzarin knows more about the areas.
Oh. Did he roll well?
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay.
He knows enough. He knows enough information.
Cool.
About these, about the surrounding areas. He just doesn't know. He doesn't have information about like
what they're gonna do, like how the Drow. Yeah.
Yeah. What
he knows how to get through. Gotcha.
If he's cataloging all the what's coming in and what's coming out, he knows where things are going. what things kind of look like in other locations.
Yeah, he's not going to have been to most of those locations, though, right?
Has not been, but he knows enough about them to kind of give you information on them.
But he knows his way through the Drow tunnel, right?
He has been, I think, through the Drow tunnel before. Yes, correct.
Well, doesn't he go back and forth every single time?
He has gone. It really depends. I think he's gone when he was originally taken, and put through a prison through slavery and stuff, and then sent in an outpost. Like they knew that he was intelligent enough to be able to bookkeep, and he then they killed his. I'm not sure if they killed his family, but something happened to his family, and he didn't really have much of a choice, and they just carted him all the way straight to there, and I don't think he has been anywhere else.
Oh, okay.
But that was his only time going through the tunnel.
Okay.
And in his tunnel, what's called there's a lot of things that travel through that tunnel, and a lot of Drow that are kind of forces that are moving through there.
Okay.
From times there's no way that you cannot run into a Drow in that tunnel.
Right.
There are only so many exits, so many entrances. It's really like a highway, almost.
Right. So, is it even possible for us to travel through there?
If you were in the predicament, yes, you could.
Okay.
I am not sure how it would play out. I mean, I would story it up. I would have fun, like you guys doing something to where you're having to. Cool. Yeah, he knows a lot about the other areas coming up. Okay, the main area, he says there are a lot of Drow outposts, small ones, but there's a family that owns certain parts of the Underdark. Say they own it, but they kind of are a landlordess over that area, and they are focused for a resource. So the mouth of Methdoom, that was a house, and they controlled the Methdoomers and stuff, and and gained what kind of resources they gained from digging and everything.
Well, and then all of the creatures and stuff that were coming through.
Yes, creatures.
Yeah.
What it's called.
Yeah, so they're probably actually a really wealthy family.
Yes, and then you go deeper and stuff, and he tells you about this next chamber. This next, we'll call it chamber within the Underdark. It's pretty vast, and majority of it is water. The Drow outpost is sort of a stalactite that comes from the roof and comes down, and it's a gigantic one. But, yes.
Well, it's a good thing we have someone who can freeze stuff now.
Is that what you're saying too?
Walk right across it.
Yeah, Ildarin kind of tells you, it's like, I don't know how to freeze things. I'm like, it's more of a cursed Zira. He kind of says, don't bring it up this right now. I'll study it. I'm trying to figure out what this all means and does. And kind of shows you the blade that he took from
oh, it's got everything to do with the blade.
It's his spell focus, I would imagine. It's from his, I shouldn't say lover, but it's from somebody who he cared about a lot. Yeah, he tells you that's the next area. You guys can keep clearing through Methdoom, and like I said, it's going to take a little bit of a travel. But yeah, the next place that you're going to be going into is, completely covered in water. To the left of it, there's two entrances to it. There's a main entrance to it, and then there's a left entrance as well, but that goes into a colony that is usually not touched. The reason why it's not touched is because there are mushroom-esque beings and mushroom kind of things that take place in there, and it can be it's a challenge to control those types of beings. No, yeah. They are, I think, probably in the middle, and so they kind of get voided enough. They're not concerned. But yeah, so that's that, as well as, like I said, that's one of the next chambers and stuff that you're going to be entering into. And the house rules over there has somewhat control of the water and the way that it's moving throughout Methdoom. Okay.
So we'll take the Drow highway then.
The Drow highway, you don't want to touch the water.
Yeah. No, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong
Fire
with water? You don't have a problem with the water?
I'm from the Fire Plains. I don't have a lot of experience with water.
Hey, he looks at you and he says, "We can always build a boat. Come on, Zira. Grow up."
Okay. Boats I do know.
Quando says, I can rope a boat. Can rig some wood together. Kind of like look around for some wood to kind of collect the table that you guys are sitting at.
I'm just like Quando. Not right now. Let's eat first.
Toggle has been looking around, like waiting for this guy to come back. All of a sudden, he pulls the owner of this place, kind of brings a platter full of just disgusting meat. I shouldn't say disgusting. It's not gross. It's just something you wouldn't eat normally, but it would be edible.
Right? Yeah. I mean, it's meat in the Underdark. So yeah.
Any words, Zira? Says Quando.
Let's eat.
And with that, they go down. They've been eating quite some time. They've been enjoying the food. The smell of it is not good, but it has like somewhat of a flavor to it, as though they have probably found some spices from the Drow and they've used it in the meats and stuff to kind of give it
actually edible
enough taste. You know, it doesn't look appeasing. It doesn't, it doesn't smell appeasing, but it is just enough. Yep.
Yeah. When you're hungry,
drinking your drinks, so you have enjoyed your food. Has been a good night. You guys have been talking. Azarin has been continuing telling you about the routes and stuff. He's pulled out paper and has drawn maps of what is ahead of you guys. Okay? There's a total of, I think, like 3 or 4. I think 3 main Drow outposts. He also tells you about Menzbaranzan. He tells you that who you're going after is the central family.
Of course. Couldn't just be a simple little outlying family.
He then tells you, I think, somewhat about the history, because he was alive from that time, is that family had become in power probably around the same time.
From my rock?
From your family's loss. Do you want to tell us about it a little bit?
Yeah.
We have it in our video, TDOG's animated. I shouldn't say animated, we're not that animated.
Kind of, sort of. So when I was a child, my uncle basically made a deal with the Drow, and somehow they managed to open a portal from this plane to the Fire Plane.
Yep.
My family lived in the Fire Plains. We were a nomadic tribe. The only way that we were able to survive where we were is there was this rock that we built our family upon, and it was made of this very rare material that could withstand the lava, essentially. And it was also able to be imbued with magical properties very easily. So it was very rare, very sought after mineral. We used it to craft weapons and armor, and that's how we made our living. Now the Drow sought this rock for its magical properties, and they came and they basically slaughtered my entire family. Our entire village was destroyed, and they took the rock. I was the only one who survived because I was playing over by the lava flow. And yeah, apparently the eyes of the fire genasi are also sought after by the Drow because they are like glowing gems, so that was a little disturbing. All of the eyes were removed from my family members.
Yeah,
yeah, it's a little messed up. Yeah, you did that to me. Found the body of my mother with her eyes gouged out. I've been scarred horribly for life. So that's why I have this personal vendetta against the Drow and want to destroy their entire civilization. Yeah.
Ilzarin like listens. I think that's the first time you probably have told Ilzarin like
why. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was 14.
Yeah. As you look at Ilzarin, you see the hate that you have for the Drow. You look away from him. Okay, I would imagine, because you don't want to face that. The fact that he's a Drow. And
Well, he doesn't look like a Drow, though. He looks like a Methdoomer.
You're correct. You're correct.
But yes, I see through his disguise, and I want to murder him.
You kind of,
no.
but you don't want to. Yeah.
His pain is my pain. I will use him.
I think he is enjoying somewhat you telling this story and stuff. He's sipping on his drink, and then.
It is that moment that I've decided that as soon as his worth is, he's no longer a use to us, I will kill him. No, not really. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, he continues to tell you about the main family, how it came into power, and yeah, it's like, oh, you'll hate me.
It took you this long to figure that out?
It is getting later and later. And these Methdoomers are kind of like passing out on the table and stuff. And wherever they can find a spot, the fire's drifting out a little bit. Okay? Okay. That is what you're able to tell. You can tell your team is tired as well.
Yep. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, this seems like a fairly safe place for us to get some sleep.
Yeah.
And then head out first thing.
Okay. Are you sleeping in the tavern area, I would imagine?
I mean, why not?
Gotcha.
But I'm gonna tuck us like towards an exit towards the back kind of thing.
Okay.
So we have a clear escape route. And we'll set up watches.
Quando and Toggle have been singing along with the song that the Methdoomers have been singing and stuff. Toggle has been like jumping from table to table. Or I mean, I shouldn't say jumping from table to table. He's kind of like somewhat a little hurt, but he's kind of like moving about and just stealing food off of people's plates. And Quando is
feeling better?
Yeah. Ilzarin has been sitting at somewhat like the bar, looking out the window and focused and stuff. After his talk with you or hear what you had to say and telling you a little bit more about, he is kind of drift. You know, he has stopped studying his book. Usually you see him studying his book, but he is somewhat of a drift. He's looking out the window and stuff, and I think he's looking at the Methdoom outpost that you guys are across the way from. Okay, you will find a comfortable spot to kind of rest out, and as the night goes down and stuff, you kind of tell Quando and Quangle to make their way over. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, hopefully if anything is wrong, we can just cut out this way, I would imagine. You don't bother with Ilzarin, I would imagine. You kind of let him sit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll for an insight again. Yay. I've been trying to get better and better at, like, the climactic moments.
11. Better.
I tried to, like, play 11.
11.
You can just see him. And then he kind of then looks back at you guys. And then he kind of stands up and he walks over toward the window and he kind of like is looking out. And he looks like he's like gonna sleep there. Okay, at the window post and stuff. Yeah. And with that, you're doing a full rest, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Go ahead and give yourself everything you need to get.
All right.
Cool. There is something that you remember as you're falling asleep. There was a voice that had talked to you and had said a couple things.
Oh, yes.
That was in
Drow.
the Galdoom.
No, that was in the outpost.
In Galdoom.
In Galdoom.
You remember in one of the chambers, there was a voice that was speaking to you. you turn and look down there, and Elzarin had grabbed you and stopped you. These are the words I think he might have said, which was, "Don't listen to her. She is trying to trick you."
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Some reason why that comes into your mind as you are fading asleep.
It was Aaron.
Comfortably.
Don't listen to her.
And then you all of a sudden wake up with Elzarin shaking you up.
Whoa.
Okay? And then he puts his hand to his mouth. And he leans into you and he says to you, "This room is completely dark." Okay?
I have dark
You
vision.
can see somewhat shadows. And then you can hear like somewhat fighting taking place
Outside or inside?
inside.
Okay, that's cool.
He holds his hand up, and then he then whispers to you and says, "Don't listen to her. Don't focus on words." And then he turns his head slightly, and just beyond, you can then see Kwando standing upright, and he has his fist, and Toggle is opposite of him. And both of them are fighting each other. And
That's
there next to them is that same lady within the cage. And all the Methdoomers around them.
Oh.
The lady in the cage.
Yeah, so that was actually like a monster or something, wasn't
Yes,
it?
it was a monster.
How did it get out? Okay,
Cool.
I'm gonna kill
I'll
it.
end that there.
Okay.
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and jam around a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and call it a night.
For sure.
Yeah, thanks for guys for watching. We hope you enjoyed. We're excited to kind of get back to our Wednesday night gameplays with Zira's Adventure. I always enjoy it because I always tell my wife, I'm like, I love to kind of get into the deep nitty gritty of things and stuff.
Why I am the way I am.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why I'm so messed up.
Oh, Shield Dress got it last minute. Oh, to catch more. Hey, yeah, thanks for joining us, Shield Dress.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
so
you.
much, yeah, look forward to it. So yeah,
You think?
Yeah.
Are we playing Friday? Are we playing this
we
Friday?
are playing Friday. We're
Okay.
gonna play our group gameplay and stuff
Yeah.
Friday. So you can come check us out if you're free.
Friday at 8 p.m.
But yeah,
Mountain Standard Time. So yeah,
and
come say hi.
yeah. Well, I'm super excited because there's a lot of TTRPGs that are out right now. That was one thing I wanted to talk about. There's a lot of just things are happening, which is exciting and stuff. In the DC20 community too, it's a challenge for us, but I hope and I pray that we stay in there and we kind of keep going with where we're going. DC20, I'm having fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy it a lot, and I think it can be a little disheartening because there's so many newer TTRPGs that are coming out. But yeah, I enjoy DC20. I'm trying to keep my eyes out for all these other newer systems and try to understand how they play and how they work, just so I can kind of, have respect for those and not tear them down. I don't think that's in the time that we're in. We're here to tear down other TTRPGs that are coming out and stuff. So
Play what you enjoy. Enjoy what you play.
yeah,
I feel like that's the most important thing. Right?
absolutely, yeah. So
Because everybody plays different. Everybody has different dynamics and timing, and yeah, like we are very fortunate that we have a group that we can meet on a regular basis. We have a lot of fun playing together, and like the dynamics of Social 20, DC20, work very well for our group
yeah, it does.
because we are all playing in and amongst each other.
Yeah.
It works great.
Well, I was telling brother that like in the base of it, all these games, they utilize the mechanic of you roll the dice, it is good, it is bad. It's just the mechanics that you add on to it, like either during combat, that make them somewhat different. So it has that original D&D essence of it, of the roll of the dice. They are a little different and stuff, and I look forward to kind of seeing more. I try to watch some of the content creators that are doing different things because there's not a lot of DC20 stuff out fully yet. So I know I'm sure a lot of people wish that DC20 would have come out at the same time as all these other ones are coming out. But it could be good that we're coming out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The time that we're coming out.
We'll be fresh and new when we need to be fresh and new.
And I've been, like I said, yeah, I agree with you. You've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying it and stuff. So, but yeah.
And I mean, honestly, like, I like to watch the players and the story more so than what system they're using.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, if I enjoy watching the group, it's like, I don't care what system they're playing. Yeah. I'm not nearly as up to date as you are on all of these systems. Yeah. But, like, you'd be like, oh, yeah, you should watch these guys. They're a lot of fun to watch. And I'm just like, oh, my gosh, this is a lot of fun. And, I mean, it's always good to understand, like, how it plays. But it's like, if you're just watching that group dynamic or that social dynamic, and it's like, oh, my gosh, these characters are so much fun. Like, how they feed off of each other and how they play together. Like, I enjoy that more than I worry about, like, yeah, are they playing this or that or that? You know, like, oh, we can't watch them because they're playing this. It's like, no, it doesn't matter. We're doing this for fun. You know, that's the whole point of a TTRPG, right?
Yeah, it's either that or that. Like, I enjoy watching people in their gameplay and stuff because they have good group dynamics and stuff. And then the gameplay, the game mechanics. I do love the game mechanics. I love seeing, like, when DC20 game mechanics are like, oh, I know that, or I understand.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. It's always good to understand how it plays.
When the other ones are playing theirs, I'm always curious. I'm like, okay, how does that work? Okay, I'm learning it as I'm watching.
Yeah.
Which is what I hope for our channel, too, is, like, people are watching it and then they're, like, learning the rules and stuff. So, pretty much today was a very out of DC20 kind of.
Oh, yeah, we were just kind of chit-chatting. Yeah.
Roll a lot. Simple rolls.
Wasn't much to it. Well, we only played for...
Yeah. I'm trying to keep it back short again, so...
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's gonna leave me where we're all ready to start fighting.
Yeah, I tried to.
And
I didn't want to. I wanted to drag it out. I didn't want to go into that battle. I wasn't prepared for this battle.
I'm just like, nope, we are going here.
I'm trying to get back into it.
I do not talk, I just fight.
I did not have... I know, you
gotta have a fight.
You're like, oh, let me just... Okay, let me pull my arrow out.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is as far as I got. I just have... This is her. I drew a picture of her. I drew a picture of her. And then...
that was it.
I put down 3 words. That say, save me, protect me, stop her, stop it. I told you about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I'm curious to see how she runs out once I build the monster sheet.
I'm definitely more of a combative type player, which I think is more difficult for you as the storyteller.
Yes.
Like, you love the story aspect of it. I'm just like, I'm ready to go kill things. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So it definitely makes, like, the one-on-one aspect a little bit more complicated, but it's fun.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like, hey, we get to have this time together, and I'm trying to build my story, but you know, I'm not an actress.
No, I totally understand. I'm trying to. I feel like you can't always be. I mean, me personally, for content creating and stuff, like, I don't like to be somebody that's like, I know how to do this. I've been doing this for this long. I am learning. I am learning how to do this. Every time I play, I feel like I'm learning something new. I'm always trying something new out, doing things a little differently. The way that we play it, like, okay, I have to figure out how to get the story, even though you're not talking in character and stuff. What I enjoy is talking to you about your plans, or what should be the plans for this, or what should we think. So it's kind of fun to do that.
Yeah.
And try to
go, we blow everything up, we get out.
So, yeah.
I have volatile fire.
Yeah.
I like to burn things.
I know. Which is fun. I mean, I like it whenever we play our battles and stuff, because we play against each other a lot. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, like, we're competitive. Both me and my wife are competitive.
It's whoever's dice rolls better.
Everything just pretty much, yeah. But I do like to give her a challenge. I play differently. I play I usually pick the worst to play with, you know what I mean? I like picking the underdogs.
Yeah.
Picking abilities that you're like...
Well, you're like, oh, this is going to be really cool, but it doesn't actually do much of anything, and I'm just like...
Yeah.
Forget the cool factor, I'm going for power.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, okay, let me just power this up.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I'm just going to set you on fire, it's fine. Yeah, Shields Rust, I hear you. Zira is actually one of my longest running characters that I've played, and the whole basis of this Zira's adventure that we're doing is we actually played her backstory as like part of our date night years ago when we first started playing with these characters. So it's just been fun to actually start recording and like following her journey. But I mean, like I am the ultimate like, oh, I'm gonna make this character, and he's like, what's your backstory? And I'm like, backstory? What's a backstory? I just am. So like it's been a lot of fun like fleshing her out and actually running through her backstory. So I've got a lot more connection to her than I have to any of my other characters that I've previously played. So
there's so many different players and stuff, because like you are that way, but then I've had players recently that were like, oh, what's my purpose, or what's the, why would I do that, or what? And it's like, you're a hero going off on a journey to do this.
Oh yeah.
I don't, you know what I mean? They want to know like,
why
I like that, or why do it's called, like, this is a one shot, man. Like,
don't be too complicated.
Please, take it. Take it easy. Yeah, but people like to and stuff. Some people do, and some people don't. Trying to.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna be playing this character for the next 6 years. I need a name generator because I can't think of a name.
Yeah, you generated her name.
I might have. Because we were playing her back when it was still the 5e. Yeah. We were playing. And I think I did like a character sheet on the one app. Yeah. And it might have been a name. I don't remember if it was a name generator or not. I might have like taken names that are like, oh yeah, Fire Genasi are usually like this name, this, kind of like these types of names, and I might have taken inspiration from that. But yeah, I'm very much like, okay, yeah. I'm not creative at all, and then you've got brother who's just like pulls the most craziest things out of his hat, and you're like, how the heck did you even come up with this?
He's really good. He's really good. I'm not gonna lie, I love that dunce line.
Oh, I know.
But he helps me to come up with some of the weirdest things.
He has the theatrical side of it.
Yeah, like
right?
kind of. Yeah.
Like he can improv it to death. Like he and my sister can both improv things to death. Yeah. Whereas myself, I am like, you must feed me the lines, and then I will do what you want me to do. But yeah.
I feel like the identity of DM, GM, whatever you want to call it, it's going through a lot, because people say, oh, it should be this, or it should be that, or it should be. For me personally, it is a challenge, because it's like, okay, some players play like this, some players play like that. I have to complement that. I can't just run. I can run a very focused kind of game, but I also take the beats from brother and sister.
Oh yeah, because they're not gonna go. They're not gonna follow the storyline.
I also hit with you with the just this and this.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I love Zira's adventure, is because you follow you push the story forward, or you know.
Yeah. You're like, this was supposed to last us 3 sessions, and I'm like, nope, done.
Yeah. Well,
I do. I push things forward too fast sometimes.
Yeah, you push things forward. Well, I'm not saying that you push that, but it can be challenging when having a lot of the players and stuff that are like changing the story of it. Yeah.
Interesting. No, we don't do that, Shields Rest. Rolling a d20 and see how your character reacts, either having a good reaction or a bad reaction. So it's just like, how do I feel about this? I'm gonna rip your face off.
Oh gosh.
No, that's usually my MO anyway.
Yeah. Wanna just like, okay, I'm gonna kill. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. No. I mean, I'm definitely like the shoot first, ask questions later. If there is a threat, I'm going to try to neutralize it. Yeah. Especially if it is a threat to one of my group mates, because I mean, that was like one of my, I think, weaknesses was that I am so burned by what happened in the past that I will do almost anything to prevent it from happening again. Like if I see that one of my group mates is in danger, I will like go full on and like, no, you can't touch them, you can't hurt them, like I will murder you, kind of thing. And I think that's one of the reasons why we went back for Toggle. It was just like, even though he said no, excuse me, leave me here, like don't try to chase after me, I'm like, no, I can't do that, because you just risked your life to save the other group mate, who you don't even like, I'm definitely coming back for you. And yeah, it'll probably get me in trouble later.
Yeah,
I mean,
yes. Yeah, the story has already been written. That
yeah.
story has already been written.
Yeah. And there's
I'm
definitely
sure
stuff. Oh yeah, everybody's gonna die. You know, I try to keep strategic mindset as a military individual,
Yeah.
but
I'm trying to give
yes.
you, I don't, like I said, there's some things that I don't like, but I'm trying to give you enough information to be able to make strategic. I don't want you to go in blind.
Right.
To, like, a circumstance. Like, I'm trying to prepare you for.
But I can't roll squat on insight, so.
The next place and stuff. Yeah. Well, I was trying to push you in that direction. I was like, okay, maybe you might be able to gather information of what's coming. And yes, your insight was bad.
Yes. Like, thankfully, Ilzarin knows everything, and he can just feed it to you.
Yeah, I don't like to. Something I was learning recently was not allowing the dice rolls to ruin the story. But just end the. You know what I mean? This is gonna happen. And I usually try to give you more. I try not to allow you to roll, but just say this.
Yeah, we already know this is gonna happen, so that's what's gonna happen.
I want to just continue with it, so it's I'm not gonna bear it on a dice roll.
Well, yeah, and like for some of those things, you just don't even have a roll happen. Yeah, dice are just smoke and mirrors. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yes. Although I will say, my dice were really liking me on last Friday's game. Unfortunately, yeah, it's not posted live, but yeah, my hunter abilities stacked very nicely against his creature, his penguin. He fought with a giant penguin. Remember you were fighting with the penguin?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It was. That was a fun one.
You were a penguin hunter, and I was a fire genasi hunter, and yes, I was able
super
to
excited
use.
to try out. I didn't get to post that one because we had some dropping screens and stuff.
Oh yeah, the frame rate was awful. We were having issues. I think it was YouTube, right? That was having issues.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, YouTube, because I mean we were connected to the Wi-Fi. It shouldn't have been an issue, and I think my mom was watching and saying that a lot of other YouTube videos were same issue with the frame rates dropping.
Yeah, it's hard to go.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure we will see those penguins again soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had some. I think I had like 2 shots in a row where I was doing like 7-8 damage, and it was just like, booyah! Oh, that was so satisfying that I managed to hit that, and oh yeah, I've got my hunter's mark on it, and then I'm adding my hunter's strike, and yeah, that was very satisfying for me.
That's good. That's what, like, I think the focus is for a lot of times when I run the games is like, what are your abilities? I want to keep that in the back of my mind. If you run the games, I can allow you to have those opportunities to be able to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
I think my issue is that when I'm like, okay, everything rides on this dice, and it's so awesome, and I'm rolling, and I rolled a 4, but it would have been an epic hit if I had hit.
And that's another thing that I think people were saying about DC20 is that they missed the fact that you get to roll dice. But I mean, personally, I love being able to, I'm going to put this into it, and this into it, and this into it, add into it. Okay, let me roll. And then it's like, okay, you still have to do the save.
Yeah, you still have to do the save. Oh wait, I remember I have advantage actually because I have the hunter's mark on that. Yeah. So I do get to roll again. Yeah.
I think we've run it enough times where we're kind of like, somewhat on it.
Yeah.
I've gotten better at it.
I know, I haven't had to look up rules as often, which is nice.
I usually, to remember something, I have to put it on top of my little holder thing, show me that, I have that.
Yes.
So helps me remember.
Yes, no, true shield dress, absolutely. Even if you miss, yeah, you can, because it's like, oh, I missed, but you're still bleeding, haha, and you still have to take damage, and yeah. I do like that the saves are not necessarily like, you don't have to have a hit.
I think it was hard for me to understand that, because it's like, okay, we didn't hit, but we hit, but it's basically you did hit, but
not a direct hit.
Damage.
Yeah. Well, and like with D&D, it was like, either it's a hit or a miss.
Yeah.
And like, it doesn't matter like how many abilities that you have. If you don't roll well, you're screwed, you know? And so like, there's a little bit more, like leveling of that, I think, with DC20, where it's like, okay, yeah, you might be having really bad rolls, but because you're adding these conditions on there, you still have a chance to still do something, even with that, failed attack roll.
Yeah, pretty much.
You might
But you
still.
can also give yourself better chances too.
You can.
Which I like about it. It's like, okay, well, somebody can give you the help dice, do all kinds of things.
Yeah.
You can give yourself a advantage.
And then you've got Devotion who rolls 2 on every single dice.
Yeah. Our last recorded gameplay, my friend, he rolled how many 2s?
I think he rolled like 3 or 4 2s in a row with, he had advantage die, he had the help die. I mean, and it was just like 2, okay, 2 again, seriously, another 2. Oh my gosh. And like, I mean, yeah, he was trying to like load it up and yeah.
And that's good. That's good. I mean, I enjoy those times when I get to kind of just kill his character.
Yeah, well, he's the tank, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got like so many different dice sets. He's like, okay, the kitty's gonna like me today, or the Klingon dice gonna like me today, or it's like he's pulling out all this stuff, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I enjoy the last games that we played with him. Like, I've done so much damage, but it's kind of cool because the story is focused on him.
Right.
So it's kind of cool to feel the struggle that he's going through. Like, one of the creatures that I ran with the Scrimp Rats, I really enjoyed just doing their onboarding ability. So they pretty much just like climbed on him and he had an exhaustion.
Yeah.
However many.
Slowed and exhausted.
It
and I've enjoyed playing a distance fighter because I'm like, haha. Everybody's like, oh yeah, we need a rest. And I'm like, I've only taken 1 point of damage. Yeah. I'm good.
That's the thing that I had to try to like get used to balancing and deliver that damage. One of the things that I think I'm learning and doing a better job of it, but you have attack of opportunities because you're a marshal, but the spellcaster is having attack of opportunity. So making sure to have like spell-like abilities.
Yes.
As well as martial abilities.
Well, you have been doing that.
Yeah.
And Brother has definitely been picking up on that.
Yeah, I've been trying to kind of like...
It's like, I'm going to cast a spell. Oh, counterattack.
I'm casting a spell.
Yes.
Does anybody want to contest?
Yeah, well, he usually does too. He's just like, oh yeah, counterspell.
It was good. The last game that we ran, oh god.
Yeah, he was counterspelling you left and right.
In Dungeons and Dragons, and in our other games, well, in Dungeons and Dragons mainly.
Yeah.
Like, his gameplay was a challenge because he wasn't he had the ability to do damage, but he was always doing a flavored ability. Like, he would always cause trouble and mischief rather than actually do damage. And so I always had to counted him out. But now that he's spell dueling, and I'm like, I need to cast a spell. I need to do this damage to you, all of you guys.
Nope.
And then he's just like, and he gets, and he got lucky on the rolls and stuff. But
yeah,
lucky on the rolls.
Yeah. And then he turned into a pelican.
Yeah, and this story worked out really well.
Yes.
So yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
We're excited to get some food.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us, Shield Rest. We appreciate you guys a lot.
We
do. Are awesome.
We all have that one team member.
I'm sorry.
No, with the 2s.
Oh,
rolling the 2s. Yeah.
I think it's the mind frame. I think that some people just
they want to fail.
They just like, oh, I'm
Yeah. I want to fail. Themselves. Yes. Dice, please don't roll high. 14. Of course. But yeah, no. I think what it is like his dice usually give him a really good roll right at first to psych him out. He's like, oh yeah, the cats like me today, and then like all the rest of the rolls would be crappy. He's like, well, maybe this time, maybe this time. Yeah, maybe we should try some different dice. Nope, that's not working either. And it's like, okay, well, if you use the ones that are runic, like he doesn't know how to read that. You can make up whatever number you want.
Yeah. So we're at our local game shop. They have a vending machine for D20s.
Yeah.
We should get one here so that he can get new ones.
That would be a fun gift,
fun
maybe. Like, it's like, oh, the D20 dice ball.
I think I actually might get like a bubblegum dispenser and then put a bunch of D20.
Yes, that would be a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie, because it's just like, oh, this one's not working. Let me get another one. Right?
Put a quarter in.
This is how we fund our gameplay.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Once again, thank you guys for watching. We follow the links and stuff. We have them in our comments page. If you've never played DC20, I have everything that you need to play DC20. Character sheets, pre-made character sheets. The first adventure that Coach, I think, has put in there. as well as I think their first
The 0.8, right?
0.8. Yeah,
Yeah.
free to be able to call it. We also have a link for actually purchasing if you want to purchase it. So
You want the up-to-date PDF, yeah?
other than that, we're looking forward to Friday's game. We're going to go in to do another sub-session like similar to this, where it's just story-esque, but with all of our players. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hopefully.
Yes, hopefully.
It should be, yeah. I know it won't be as long of a session again because they have house sitting, but yeah, it'll be good. We can figure out where we're going forward. I think we're actually going to have like a voting type thing.
Yeah, we are.
So...
We have a couple of adventures to choose from. Make sure you guys vote if you follow. I posted it on our YouTube, but I've written out 3 storylines that they could go after, and I'm going to present them to them in this gameplay. And then I'm allowing my audience to go ahead and choose, make their vote. They can either do it on the comment that I had made or the post that I made on YouTube, or they can make it during a live show of where they would.
Yes.
And then in the end, you guys will vote, and it will be added to those votes. So just a fun way to kind of
choose your own adventure.
So
yeah, no, I think that would be fun. It's just like, we want to go this way. Actually, guys, you're gonna go that way.
Yeah. None of the stuff. I mean, I've made somewhat, but none of the stuff has been fully fleshed out. It's just ideas stuff, but I kind of know like what I'm gonna do.
It'll be fun.
So yeah, awesome.
Alrighty.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Yes.
I'll see you guys next time.
See you Friday. Or 2 weeks on Wednesday.
Let's see, and we are off.